youtube.com/MugenLord. Subscribe to the channel for gaming news, updates, discussion, and live streams. Signing off.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about something quite controversial, and to me I think it's quite interesting. Maybe we can have a discussion about this because I want to give my opinion on it. You may not like my opinion on it, but we're going to just dive right into it. So what's the issue? Well, GameStop is back in the news again. And why are they back in the news again? Well, for the simple fact is, we do know right now everyone is bunkered down in their homes because, you know, of the C virus. Can't say the whole name and the full name of it because of how YouTube is acting right about now when you mention the name of it. But we do know that there's a lot of businesses that the government told that they have to shut down. They have to shut down to pretty much so we don't spread the C virus any farther to pretty much infect other people and everything like that. And GameStop pretty much refuses to pretty much close down. Like, these guys are operational, they're up, and they claim that they are an essential retailer. Now the thing is, certain places can stay open, especially the essentials like groceries, pharmacies and stuff like that, and GameStop claim that they are essential and they don't want to close down. And they have a lot of I guess you could say regulations and laws that's in place right now that pretty much protects them from them closing down if authorities would try to take matters into their own hands. So we're going to get into this right now because I think it's interesting, because I really want to give my input on it because everyone is outraging over this as well. And yeah. So it's in an article from Hard Drive. It says GameStop refuses to close doors unless local authorities sign up for power-up rewards. That's gangster right there. GameStop GameStop is being gangster right now. They is like, look, you want to, they telling authorities, if you guys want to take us down, gotta sign up for those awards. So say Grapevine, Texas, GameStop has told all its employees that they could not close stores during the C virus pandemic unless local authorities tasked with shutting down the store agreed to sign up for the GameStop Power Up Rewards program. Now that is ridiculous. That is funny. That's funny. I gotta get the GameStop for a second there. I think that's really bold of them. I don't care if the National Guard surrounds your local GameStop, weapons drawn. Video games are a medicine, and GameStop employees are essential retail employees, said GameStop CEO George Sherman, according to sources within the GameStop headquarters. Unless each and every member of the militia tasked with bringing down our store signs up for or sign up for a Power Rewards card, do not shut down. These guys, you see this? These guys are not playing right now. Gamers need Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons at all costs, Sherman continued. And yes, they can download it onto their consoles, but what if they don't want to, huh? That's what I thought. Yo, you hear Sherman? My man is telling, like, yo, I don't care, like, we doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that's dying for these games. You know, we essential, you know, we're the lifeline, you know, during this whole pandemic that's going on. And these people need these games. We're here to serve these people. You know, this dude is funny, y'all. Employees are being urged to tell any government workers that signing up for GameStop's loyalty program comes with many perks, including immediate shutdown of a store of their choosing and a $5 coupon every month. I tried to shut down a location today and it was a real struggle, police officer Frank Henderson explained. This poor cashier just kept begging me to pre-order Gears Tactics so he could go home. Like, come on, I'm not desperate. As press time, the company has even gone as far as to rebrand copies of Game Informer magazine as Gamer Toilet Paper. Wow. All right, so what do I think about this? Now, there's a flip side to all of this. There's a flip side to all this, and I want to talk about this for a second because there's a lot of outrage over this and everything. And you know, for first reaction, I think that, you know, that people would outrage over that because there's people who's, you know, at risk of being exposed to this C virus and everything, and there's people who workers who really don't want to be at work and want to be home because of this outbreak scare and everything, and that's totally understandable. But I also want to talk about the flip side to all this as well, for the simple fact is, you think about this for a second. Now, we all know that GameStop right now, because I just want you guys to think about this and stuff as I go through my perspective to all this. As of right now, businesses are losing money. I mean, a crap ton of money. You think about an empire like Disney right now. Disney had to close down pretty much all their Disneylands in Disney World. And them closing down that brand or that sector of their business, they're losing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars each day it stays closed. They're losing hundreds of millions of dollars because it's not operational and no one is spending money or anything, and their stock are plummeting right now. So if an empire like Disney and many other empires who are losing millions, hundreds of millions of dollars each day for staying closed, can you imagine what's going to happen to GameStop? Now, I know a lot of you guys saying, who cares? It's GameStop and everything. But I also want to just point this out too. Like, there's employees out there who need this job. There's employees out there that need this job, and they need to come to work in order to keep the bills, keep the lights on, feed their families, and support their families. While you do have employees that work within the company who wants to be home and are afraid of the pandemic and everything. So there's like a two-sided situation here, because there's some companies who can afford to pay their employees for not coming to work. And then you have companies who can afford it, which GameStop right now. GameStop know right now, if they close their doors, they're not reopening it at all. GameStop is in a devastating spot right now. And me knowing a couple of people, especially from my Facebook and a few other people that I know in my social circle, who actually work at GameStop, and there's some of them who don't mind coming to work and need to come to work because they have no other alternatives to make money in order to continue to pay their rent or to pay their bills or whatever, to handle whatever essential needs that needs to be taken care of and everything. And for everybody to be outraged, and I understand it's from you guys, there's a lot of you guys who are outraged because this is, you care about other people and you care about other people's safety and stuff. But you also got to think about too, like, you do have people that needs to work, that need to come to work, that needs to pretty much make money in order to survive and everything. Now, I know a lot of you guys, and I've been seeing a lot of comments in some of these articles, and a lot of YouTubers who's been covering them, been seeing comments saying, well, there is Steam. I mean, you can buy games digitally off of Steam and everything. And people got to understand this. We are all so focused on living in our bubble where we become quite ignorant to other people's circumstances when it comes to stuff like this, is because I see a lot of people saying, well, just there's the Steam sales, there's the Steam bundles, and there's this and there's that. But you gotta understand, not everybody owns a PC. I mean, the people own a PC, but not everybody owns a gaming PC or a high powered PC to get that gaming, to get to satisfy your gaming needs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like, I'm just started getting into like PC gaming. I got a powerful PC, so I can go on Steam, so I don't really have to step outside and go to GameStop. But not everybody go to GameStop is how can I say it, hardcore gamers, or the gamers who really who got these high powered rigs and everything like that. These are just like your mom and pops, the little kids. You got all these other people who aren't that deep into gaming, who don't know anything about the Steam power, the Steam sales, or know anything about Steam, or have a gaming PC. And GameStop is the place where they go to buy their games. And the thing is, it is very, very hard to just say, to me, in my opinion, just say like, close GameStop down. There's a lot of people saying like, good, we want GameStop, we hope GameStop never comes back. But you're also saying that you hope people don't have their jobs. Because if GameStop go down, then people don't have any jobs, and they have to look other places. And right now, looking for another job during this pandemic or during this C Virus outbreak right now, you think companies are looking right now to hire more people? No, that's not going on right now. So to sit there and wish that GameStop just closed down, or sit here and pay employees for not working, Like GameStop can't afford to pay anybody, any employee, to go home and stay home, and they continue to pay them for not producing anything, not being productive or anything. That's just not happening. That would just make them close the door even faster, because he's not making money, but they putting out money to pay employees to just sit home and stuff. So they're in quite the dilemma, you know. I mean, GameStop, as far as their financial situations, they put this on themselves. GameStop has really been screwing up for years, you know, and now we're moving into a more digital era and everything. GameStop is becoming less and less relevant. But in a situation like this, I don't know, man. Like I'm kind of like on the fence on this, because I do understand that we don't want this thing to spread, and we do have employees who don't want to be there. But you also got to think about the employees that needs to be there, that needs to work, and that needs the money. And pretty much right now, GameStop is their lifeline. And I just want to talk about what Sherman said, that people need games and stuff like that. Now, this may sound silly, but I also want you to think about this too. We're in a desperate time right now, where people are terrified. People are locked in their home, can't go anywhere, can't do anything. Everybody's depressed, and I'm not gonna lie, gaming is that thing right now that's like medicine to a lot of people that's out there. And there's people that's out there that's willing to take that risk to go outside and purchase that game. And I think that's everybody's right to, if they want to take that option or take that risk to go out and, you know, buy a video game. Also too, is also, I think is, in a way, I think is the company's right, or is their right, it should be their right to stay open. And I know this is a pandemic, and there's this outbreak is going on, but in my opinion, I think they should have that right, whether or not they want to stay open. Now, I think they should put procedures in place, you know, in case of a situation like this outbreak that's going on, in order to protect their staff, to protect their employees and everything. But you got to think about this. Everything that you do at this point is a risk. I just went outside. I had to pick up a couple of items at the corner store. And as I'm going to the corner store, I see people walking their dogs. I see people jogging outside and everything. These people, including myself, is taking a risk going outside. And think about this. Only essential stores can stay open. Even these essential stores like pharmacies and groceries and stuff like that, these employees have to go to work, and they're at risk. So GameStop staying open is no different than these essential stores. Now, I know a lot of you guys saying, well, GameStop is not that important as a video game store, but what I'm saying is everything that you're doing and everywhere you go, you're at risk at catching this in some form or another. Like I said, I normally do my morning walks. I don't do my morning walks right now because of this whole situation or whatever. But you have people that want to do their morning walks, and I think they should have that choice too and take that risk. And so I believe that businesses should as well, because like I said before, businesses are losing money. Businesses are losing money right now if they stay closed. So if this pandemic gets worse, or if they are forced to stay closed even longer, employees may not have a job to go back to, you know. And in this instance with GameStop, they can't afford to close their doors. Is it right? I don't know. Is it wrong? I don't know. But I just think that we shouldn't be too ready to go to rage over this situation. Now, I know they're kind of bold by telling authorities, well, if you want us to close down, you got to get a power up rewards, you know, a membership and stuff like that. And I find it kind of funny, and I find it kind of bold. But to force businesses to shut down, which also affects the economy, it puts people out of work. And some businesses can't afford to keep people, pay people while they're home. So there's a lot of people that's at home right now who aren't working, and their jobs probably can't even pay them. So it's really hard. It's a hard dilemma, and we gotta, you know, think out of our bubble for once, because maybe you're in a fortunate situation to where you can afford to stay home. I can afford to stay home. You know, I have a stay-at-home business. So everything I do is digital. Everything I do, I make money through the internet and make money through digital transactions. So I can afford to stay home. So I can't sit there and say GameStop should close and stuff, because I think that's pretty selfish of me, because I'm not thinking about those employees who rely on GameStop for work and stuff. And like I said, there's still employees there who want to go home, but there's employees, I'm pretty sure, and I know a few, who wants to go to work and needs the money. So we have to think about this situation. I know it sucks, but we really need to think about that. And I think we shouldn't be too quick to just go straight to outrage and jump over this, because I think this C virus had put everybody in a tight situation, putting everybody in favorable positions as well. But like I said, to tell people to just go to Steam and and just buy games off Steam and stuff and everything like that, I think that's just ignorant too, because not everybody owns a gaming PC like you and I. I still like games. I still go to GameStop to pick up my games. I just love that. I love that getting my physical copy. I don't really like ordering my games off the internet. I really don't like doing that. I always had issues with it, because every time, especially when you get to pre-order a game or when a game is going to release, most of the time I can just go to GameStop. When the game release, I have it on reserve. I can go to GameStop and get it. But the moment I order it off of Amazon, sometimes there's no guarantee that I'll get it the day the game launches. Because I want my physical copy. Sometimes I end up getting it 2 days after the game launch while everybody else is home playing it. So that's my only issue about going online, getting the physical copy. I'm not a digital guy. Unless the game only comes digital, then that's the only time I really go digital. But I'm a physical guy. I like to have my physical copies of my games. You see, I got games over here and everything. I can't do everything digital. Like, and Steam is different, but I need to have my physical copy, especially for my consoles and stuff. So I think it's just ignorant just to say that, hey guys, just get things digital, or just go to Steam. It's called Steam. You can go to Steam and get this, that, and the other. Not everybody owns a gaming PC, and not everybody that goes to GameStop are hardcore gamers. Most of the GameStop customers are people who aren't into gaming like we are. So the people like us don't have to rely on GameStop, but there's people out there that relies on it. And Sherman said that, the CEO said that. What if you want to go to the store and pick it up? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So you have to think about that as well. And I see people in the comment sections also saying that, well, there is Amazon, there is this, there is that. No one wants to do that all the time. No one wants to order offline. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. I mean, you may not agree with me, and that's okay. You may not agree with me at all in this whole situation, and that's fine. But I really think this really puts everybody in a tight spot, because at the same time, yeah, I would think that they should close just to protect everybody's safety and health and stuff. But at the same time, what if this is the employee's only job and they need this job, and if they send them home, well, what are these people going to do? Especially if they have no like plans or procedures in place in order to pretty much pay these employees while they're home. So we have to think about that. But I want to definitely hear your thoughts on this situation. Do you think people are overreacting, or do you think my position on this, that the perspective that I'm bringing makes any kind of sense to you? Definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, like, share it, pass it around. It helps me in the algorithm. And if you want to hear more news related to gaming or just in GameStop in general, just hit the bell to be notified. This is MugenLord signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below. And don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.